It's showtime. Straight from the twisted imagination of Tim Burton comes the ghost with the most, Beetlejuice. This 1988 red tuxedo edition action figure stands 18 centimeters tall, bringing every creepy cool detail of the afterlife's loudest troublemaker to life. The bell rings and the legend begins. From the streets of Philadelphia to the hearts of millions, here comes Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion. This Wave 03 reaction figure from Super 7 captures the spirit of the 1976 classic that started it all. The dark power of Mumm-Ra returns. In this ThunderCats reaction figure, Wave 06 Evil Mutant Edition, standing 3.75 inches tall, this wicked sorcerer features a rare purple colorway, vintage-inspired sculpt, and his signature sword and dagger accessories. From the dark corners of the dungeon, a shadow stirs. This is Zarek the evil half-orc assassin from the Dungeons & Dragons Ultimate series. Standing 18 centimeters tall, this figure embodies the danger and allure of the classic fantasy realm, with intricate armor, deadly blades, and a sculpt that brings this legendary villain to life. Inspired by the vintage 1980s toy line, Zarek is both a tribute and an evolution. To celebrate the golden legacy of Dungeons & Dragons comes the 50th anniversary Strongheart, the noble paladin who fights with honor and courage. Standing 18 centimeters tall, this Ultimate Edition figure shines with exquisite sculpting, gleaming armor, and collector-grade detail worthy of the realms he protects. And from this 50th anniversary collection by NECA, another hero joins the quest. This is Elkhorn, the fearless dwarf fighter. Standing 18 centimeters tall and presented on a vintage-style blister card, this figure captures the look and feel of the classic fantasy era that inspired generations of adventurers. And finally from this collection emerges Zarek, the sinister half-orc assassin, master of blades and betrayal. A perfect counterpart to Strongheart and Elkhorn, Zarek reminds us that even in celebration, darkness still moves unseen. From the breathtaking world of Pandora comes a bond between spirit and sea. This is Nedium and Ilu from McFarlane Toys' Avatar, the Way of Water Deluxe series, a stunning set that captures the harmony of nature, courage, and discovery. With exquisite sculpting, vibrant colors, and fluid motion design, these figures bring the oceanic beauty of the film to life in your hands. The Princess of Power returns from Mattel's Masters of the Universe Core New Etheria collection. Standing 18 centimeters tall, this figure embodies strength, grace, and the timeless spirit of rebellion, with exquisite sculpting, vibrant armor, and her legendary sword of protection. A shining tribute to the 1980s heroine who defined courage for a generation and still inspires fans today. Down in Fraggle Rock, the builders never stop. This is the Doozer 2-pack from Boss Fight Studios' Fraggle Rock action figure collection, a joyful tribute to the tiniest heroes of Jim Henson's classic world. Each figure is packed with charming detail, bright colors, and that unmistakable spirit of teamwork and imagination that made Fraggle Rock a generation's happy place. From the arena of legends comes the original champion of Mortal Kombat. This is Liu Kang from McFarlane Toys' Mortal Kombat Classics line, a tribute to the warrior who fought for Earthrealm and defined a generation of gamers. Standing 18 centimeters tall, this figure captures every strike, stance, and detail of the fire-fisted hero, with premium sculpting, articulation, and collector-grade finish. A king once hidden now walks among legends. This is Aragorn from Mego's Lord of the Rings action figure collection, a tribute to the ranger who would claim his destiny. Standing 20 centimeters tall, this collectible captures the timeless spirit of the hero of Middle-earth, with classic Mego craftsmanship, vintage-style design, and that unmistakable 1970s charm. A blend of movie magic and retro authenticity. Peace through tyranny. The supreme leader of the Decepticons returns. This is Megatron, from Super 7's Transformers Ultimates collection. Standing 8 inches tall, this Generation 1 cartoon accurate figure captures every ruthless detail of the most feared villain in Cybertron's history, complete with interchangeable heads and hands, and an arsenal worthy of his name. From his Energon cube and antimatter chest to his laser sword, energy mace, and Kremzik, Megatron is a masterpiece of power, precision, and pure nostalgia. A collector's dream. Under the light of a full moon, Mutation takes a darker turn. From NECA's Universal Monsters X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line comes Raphael as the Wolfman, a howling fusion of horror and hero. Standing 7 inches tall, this fully articulated figure captures the tragic fury of the Wolfman and the fierce attitude of everyone's favorite hot-headed turtle. Equipped with 2 sayas, one inspired by the Wolfman's legendary cane, plus interchangeable heads, swappable hands, and an animal trap, this collectible is packed with monstrous detail. With stunning box art by Daniel Horn, it's a haunting tribute to 2 timeless worlds colliding. This is Batman Frostbite Edition, the gold label release from McFarlane's DC Multiverse collection. Inspired by the Batman and Robin era, this 7-inch figure captures the Dark Knight in his chilling battle against Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and the brute force of Bane. From the wilds of Third Earth, one of the ThunderCats' fiercest foes returns. This is Jackal Man from Super 7's ThunderCats Vintage Collection, Wave 1, a faithful recreation of the classic 1980s figure that started it all. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this retro-styled villain features the original sculpt, nostalgic paintwork, and classic accessories. This is Catman from the iconic Kiss Love Gun era, a 20-centimeter action figure that captures the face-painted fury of rock's loudest band. Featuring real fabric clothing, detailed sculpting, full articulation, and classic blister packaging, this collectible hits every note of vintage perfection, whether you're a die-hard Kiss fan or a nostalgic collector. This is Lion-O from Mattel's Masters of the Universe X ThunderCat series, a fusion of 80s heroism and unstoppable nostalgia. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this highly articulated figure brings together the strength of Eternia and the courage of Thundera, complete with accessories and classic blister card packaging. And from the same Mattel collection, this is Casey Jones. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this figure reimagines the masked vigilante as a warrior forged by the power of Grayskull, complete with signature armor, weapons, and retro blister card packaging. A perfect fusion of 2 legendary worlds, bringing mutant mayhem and He-Man heroics together like never before. When technology meets sorcery, the battle for Eternia will never be the same. This is Bumblebee Armorman at Arms, an exclusive crossover from Masters of the Universe X Transformers, where the power of Grayskull merges with the strength of Cybertron. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this HEO European exclusive figure features 4 pieces of removable armor, detailed sculpting, and accessories fit for Eternia's Master of Weapons. This is King Hiss from Mattel's Masters of the Universe X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this deluxe figure reimagines the Serpent Sorcerer in a crossover universe where He-Man meets Mutant Mayhem. Featuring premium sculpting, removable serpent armor, and accessories worthy of the throne of Grayskull, this king is more venomous than ever. Straight from Melmac and ready to play ball. This is Baseball Alf from the Toonie Classics collection, the galaxy's funniest feline-chasing alien, now in collectible form. Standing 15 centimeters tall, this figure captures Alf's 80s charm with a classic cartoon twist, featuring his baseball uniform, cap, and all that out-of-this-world attitude. On the burning sands of Arrakis II, warriors rise from the dunes. This is the gold label 2-pack, Stilgar and Shishakli from McFarlane's Dune, Part 2 collection. Standing 7 inches tall, each figure is sculpted with ultra articulation and incredible film-accurate detail, bringing the desert power of the Freeman to life. The wise and steadfast Stilgar, mentor to Paul Atreides, and the fierce Shishakli, warrior of unmatched skill and loyalty. Straight from 60 million and 3 BC and the golden age of 90s sitcoms comes Earl Sinclair, the prehistoric patriarch of TV's favorite dino family. From NECA's Dinosaurs Ultimate Collection, this fully articulated 7-inch figure captures every detail of the lovable, hard-hatted dad. With Jim Henson's original Magic Reborn in plastic, Earl Sinclair is both hilarious and heartwarming, a fossilized treasure for every fan of retro television. From the land of care and kindness comes a little bear with a lot of luck. This is Good Luck Bear, the four-leaf clover-hearted friend from the Care Bears family, now back to brighten your day and your collection. From the sewers of New York to the halls of Castle Grayskull, genius meets power. This is Donatello from Masters of the Universe Turtles of Grayskull Wave 5. The brains of the Ninja Turtles, now armed with the might of Eternia, with classic 5.5-inch proportions, vibrant crossover armor, and signature staff weapon. And also, from the newsroom to the battlegrounds of Eternia, this is Stealth April O'Neil from Masters of the Universe. Origins, Turtles of Grayskull, the fearless ally of the Ninja Turtles, now reborn as a warrior of Grayskull. With her stealth armor, signature staff, and classic Origins articulation. And also from Masters of the Universe, Turtles of Grayskull, the most powerful mutant in the universe. This is Stealth He-Man. Standing in classic 5.5-inch scale, this crossover hero blends the might of Eternia with the stealth and spirit of the Ninja Turtles. Featuring retro articulation, vibrant stealth armor, and the iconic power sword, He-Man stands ready to protect both realms from darkness. The Princess of Power returns. This heroic figure from Masters of the Universe Origins captures the timeless spirit of rebellion and light, complete with golden armor, flowing cape, and her legendary sword of protection. A radiant tribute to the 1980s heroine who inspired generations to fight for truth and freedom. From the throne of Eternia, a true ruler returns. This is King Randor, the noble father of He-Man and protector of the realm. This vintage-style figure brings back every detail that made the original a fan favorite, from his royal armor to his steady gaze, filled with strength and compassion, and with his golden crown and commanding presence. From the magical world of Trala comes the most mischievous magician in Eternia. This is Orko, the floating friend and loyal sorcerer we all grew up with. This figure captures his classic animated look, complete with swirling cape spellcasting hands, and that unmistakable grin that says, "I meant to do that." Hero, monster, robot, which face will you see today? This is Manny Faces, with his signature rotating head mechanism and bright cartoon colors that made him a fan favorite. And remember, you can find this figure and everything we unbox and many more at our online store. The link is in the description below. This is Faker, the sinister duplicate of He-Man, created to deceive and destroy. Standing 14 centimeters tall, this vintage-inspired figure captures his classic animated design with bold colors, mechanical details, and that unmistakable aura of menace. A faithful recreation of one of Eternia's most cunning villains, and a perfect addition to any classic MOTU display. A true classic reborn for the next generation of collectors. When the power of Grayskull meets the darkness of the Upside Down, worlds collide. This is the Masters of the Universe X Stranger Things Origins 2-pack, He-Man and Vecna, two icons from opposite realms united in one unforgettable crossover. These figures blend vintage MOTU design with Stranger Things' supernatural edge, featuring retro articulation, bold colors, and accessories straight out of both universes. He-Man, the Defender of Eternia, faces Vecna, the dark sorcerer of the Upside Down, a battle of power, fear, and destiny. A fusion of legends crafted for the collectors of today. Thanks for joining us for another journey into the world of nostalgia and collectibles. Episode 3 of Unboxing Nostalgia arrives within the coming week, so stay tuned, subscribe, and keep the magic of collecting alive. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep collecting, and keep the adventure going.